Hey everyone, in this video I'm not going to do the analysis. I'm going to share why I was looking for the down move for the XRP, why I mentioned the price of the XRP can break. I was keep mentioning the price of the XRP can break 45 cents, and even I was talking about this low. Okay, now for those traders that have been following me, they know since we were in this move, I was keep mentioning that we should be aware of the down move, that the price can drop. And when we were within this range, I put the line of the 60. I say when the price reach to the 60 cent, we need to be aware. And even you can see the price for the reversal, even you can see the price reach almost 64 cent. Okay. And at that times when the price was within this range, I put these two lines. And I mentioned 49 and 45. I mentioned this is where I'm going to, the price can retest. And after that, we need to see how. Okay, this is what we have been looking for. Now I want to explain why. What's the reason? Okay, first of all, if we move to 1 hour chart, okay, if you refer to my last video, and especially when the price was within this range, exactly as he after this, within this range, and after that, I mentioned we should have the trade setup and we should know how to manage it. Okay, and when the price in my last video, latest one, when the price was here, I mentioned again, we don't need to buy. It's not going anywhere. If we want to buy, we should get the trade setup, because I mentioned we expecting the price to break this low. And I mentioned if the price can retest 45, test 45, I can expect the breakout. Okay, and now I want to say what's the reason how we were looking for this, because we had two different lines. The first one was 49, two times price test, but it couldn't break, and the third times even could break 45. And even if you can see, the price almost reached to the previous low here. Okay, now, okay, we want to see what we have been looking for, why we have been looking for this. If I move to forward chart, we start with the forward chart. Okay, based on forward chart, the first things, okay, when we were within this move, I was keep talking about the price can retest this low. Actually, the price didn't retest. Where the price it dropped was from, retest this part. If I put the line, you will see where we have the price test. Okay, if we put this one here, that's why the price, the reason why the price didn't retest this low. Okay, it didn't tag this low, not the retest. Okay, now if we move to 1 hour chart, this is where we get the price the lowest. And if you move here, actually this line, which is a support, as you can see a few times, one time, two times, three times tag, reverse, and one times break, but it couldn't keep it below the line, just reverse. Okay, that's why today when the price come to this line, almost 36 cents, then suddenly we see the reversal. Okay, that's why the price couldn't tag this one. All right, because this is where it was very important support, because if, as you can see, four times price tag but couldn't break. Okay, but if we move to forward chart, no, we want to know what's the reason I was looking for the down move. Okay, and one more things. Okay, one more things. When we were talking, when the price was within this move, we had two options. Okay, the first option was when the price was within this move, I mentioned we have this down move and we have this correction, and even the price was here, I say I can expect to get one more, because I mentioned we're looking for long running flat with the price to break the top. And as you can see, this one break the top. Okay, when I was predicting to get this move when the price was within this range. That's why from there I was keep mentioning, if we buy within this range, we need to be aware. That's why I put if the price come to the 60, we need to know how to manage it. Okay, and later on, when the price moved within this range, I was giving the different analysis. Actually, this correction still was valid, and as you can see, it's break then reverse. But to make it more easier for the traders to understand, then I was keep talking about this, because this one also is a correct, because I mentioned this is the first move and this is the correction as expanding. That's why we were looking for down move. That means we had two options. This is this one and this is this one. Why we can go with this two option? Because even if I move with the first option with the running flat, okay, this is based on the Elliott wave, and this one is in relative to this, okay. And if I go with the second option, which is this one, I look for the internal correction for the last wave. Still, I can put this one as only ABC. Why? Because if you put this one in relative to the this, if we move to the MACD, we have a divergence. That's why we can call it ABC as well here. Okay, that's why when the price was within this range, I just only talk about this correction for the next move down. I didn't talk about this one anymore. The only times when the price was within this range, I mentioned we're looking for this running flat. Okay, the reason is even if we only talk about this correction simply in relative to this, with this correction, it still is correct because this one is simply is ABC. If we didn't have a divergence, I couldn't look at it this way. Okay, but the correct way is to look at this correction as the first option, running flat. 1, 2, 3, and this is in relative to this because this is a sharp move and the last one should be sharp move as well. Okay, and that's why when the price was here, I was keep mentioning, guys, the price can drop and where is my lines. And even in my last video I mentioned if the price break this line, it can go deeper and retest this low. That's why I mentioned then the best things is for to buy from there. Okay, and one more things, because I have been looking for this the way I'm just explaining right now. I have been looking for this almost a month ago, and even if you move to daily chart, okay, based on daily chart, I was keep mentioning when we were within this move. For the traders, if they want to see, they can go and watch all my video for analysis for the XRP, how I was analyzing for the retest this one. Then we will keep mentioning whether this one can continue to break this one or not. Okay, now I want to say why we have been looking for this, because the way we are looking for this correction in relative to this, okay, this is based on the Elliott wave theory. Okay, because if we refer to the Elliott wave, this one we call it, this is what the way I was analyzing the chart when the price was within this range. I was putting this one as a correction in relative to this. Okay, that's why I call it this one the first move. No, we're talking only about the correction again. This is the first wave correction, then we expect for the second last one. No, we'll talk about the correction. This one is the first move for the correction. Itself have an internal correction running. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this one was the second one. And we call it the last one, which is this one. Since this one happened in one day, okay, we call it this is the second and this is the last one. This is how I was analyzing. Maybe if I move to forward chart, it will be more clear. Okay, that's mean I think it's become quite complex for those traders. They don't know about the Elliott wave. Okay, no, again the correction start from here and this is the first impulse. We don't need to care about that. Okay, this is the first one with the internal correction, and this is the second one, and this is the last one. Okay, this is what I was explaining when the price was within this range. That's why I was keep mentioning the price can drop. Okay, now the question only was whether the price, I was keep mentioning whether the price retest, I mean come to this level, then from there we get the next up move, or the price can break this one. Okay, now the question is which one will happen? If we refer to Elliott wave, we have two types of the flat. Okay, since this one haven't broke this one, that means this top is not, I mean it haven't broke this top, then we can go for the contracting flat or regular flat. But If the price reverse from here, since this one haven't broke this low, then we conclude as a contracting plan. And if this one continue and retest this one, then we will have the regular flat. Okay, that's why I was keep mentioning, if we get this down move, the possibility price tag this low and reverse, or even continue tag this low and reverse. We have two of the possibility, because we were talking about whether we get a contracting flat or regular flat. Okay, what I want to say is that the possibility of this one can continue is there, but no, we don't need to wait this one to come to this level and to buy. Any buy opportunity, since the price almost take this low, any buy from here we take it. If it is not moving, we just try to manage it. Okay, because the possibility we go with the contracting flat, we don't need to wait for the regular flat, we don't need to wait the price to drop here. Any buy from here we will take it. Okay, now this is how I was analyzing since the price was within this range. Anyway, I was just explaining why we have, I mean, the way I was looking at this um, correction, why I was keep mentioning the price can drop. Okay, even we know this one dropped due to any reasons, even other crypto drop. Okay, it doesn't matter, but the way we were explaining, the way we were analyzing was correct. Anyway, I hope this video can help other traders, and beside that, at least they know why we were looking for the down move. Okay, by the way, for those traders that are following my channel, I will prepare the video, because whatever I explain here maybe is not too clear for those people they don't know about the Elliott Wave. I will prepare more video, more educational video, then I will share as like a step by step on, I will share on my channel, which is step by step from the first to the end. Then at least they know the way I analyze the chart, why every time you're talking about the different option, what's the next wave, and then everything will become more clear for them. Anyway, thanks.